Trump says that neither Biden nor Kamala will be his opponent in the 2024 election. And more, guys. Let's dive right in to these news stories. But first, let's check out our sponsor, Uncommon Grounds Limited, guys. Click the link down in the description. It'll take you right to their thing, or go to the webpage and click from there. If you guys are watching on YouTube, the links aren't live yet, so you're going to have to copy and paste it into your browser until the verification goes through. But hey, check them out, guys. They have great coffees, single origins, blends, and flavored coffees. And they roast this coffee once a month. So right now they're going for the February roasting. So you got to get your orders in now for up until midnight on February 4th. Once you get those orders in, the coffee is fresh roasted. And that's once in February. On the 7th is when the February orders will be roasted and then shipped to your door. So guys, this is fresh coffee. It is not a drop ship. Melvin and Michelle are amazing people that own the company, and use promo code HANDY right there, HANDY, and get 10% off your February order now, guys. So go ahead, click the link, go over there, and get some really good coffee from people who think the same way you do. Right on, guys. Let's dig into our stories. Try to keep these a little bit shorter on these breaks so you guys can have just up to the moment news that's easy to digest. Guys, breaking from Breitbart News, exclusive. Trump predicts neither Biden nor Kamala will be the Democrat nominee in 2024. Free for all to replace them. Palm Beach, Florida. Former President Donald Trump told Breitbart News in an exclusive interview at his luxurious seaside resort Mar-a-Lago, that's worth far more than $17 million, guys, that he expects to face neither incumbent Democrat President Joe Biden nor incumbent Vice President Kamala Harris in November 2024 general election. I agree. They're both horrible. Biden's got nothing left to stand on. Kamala's never had anything to stand on or run on, as evidenced by her 2% polling in her home state of California during the 2016 election. She 2% of the primary vote, or was it less than 2%? She dropped out. Trump said that while he does hope that Biden hangs on the Democrat side to win his party's nomination, he can't believe he's going to be the nominee. He's a cheater. He's a scoundrel. He's a bad guy, Trump told Breitbart News of Biden. But in his life, he's always been able to convince people. I can't do the voice right now. Convince people he's really nice guy. I laugh when they say Trump is the evil one and he's the nice one. That's the one thing he's been able to do. All you have to do is look at his credentials. When you compare him today to 15 or 20 years ago, he's a different kind of guy. The guy can't talk. The guy can't put two sentences together. So I do think this. I cannot believe he's going to be the nominee. I hope he is, but I can't believe he's going to be the nominee. And yes, he wants Biden to be the nominee because at this point, it's an easy slam dunk. I mean, Biden is almost what the Hillary campaign thought Trump was going to be, but this time it's real. Dude is falling apart. Ooh, a little video for later. For the night shift tonight. We'll look into that Biden rambles, guys. Trump's comments came during a lengthy interview, which was more than 2 hours long at Mar-a-Lago on Thursday evening. They come just weeks from the Iowa caucuses and New Hampshire primaries, where Trump is dominating in GOP polling, leading all his inter-party challengers significantly. If Trump is able to lock down victories in both the Iowa caucuses on January 15th and the New Hampshire, primary 8 days later, he will in all likelihood emerge from these contests as the presumptive GOP nominee for president in 2024. The broader interview with Breitbart News focused on his plans to win the general election, assuming he gets the nomination again, major issues he intends to tackle should he win back the presidency, as well as the future of the populist right, both here in the United States and abroad. And we're seeing the populist right gain more and more traction. We just saw Argentina, El Salvador. We're hearing a lot of chatter about Japan, that they're resisting these lefty kind of leaders, and so we'll see what's going on there. If anything like really hits the wire, I'll report on it. Right now it's chatter and kind of backwater stuff. Asked who he thinks will replace Biden on the Democrat side atop the ticket, Trump said he doesn't know, but he does not think Harris will make it either. He said some Democrats would argue that if not Biden, it has to be Harris because of the promises Biden made to Reps. James Clyburn, to pick a black woman as running mate, which was essential for Clyburn's backing in 2020 that helped Biden secure the nomination with a resounding victory in the Democrat primary in South Carolina. Trump said he thinks that Harris's weakness, as evidenced by her failures on major national policy items, will prove too daunting for Democrats, and they will need to drop her as well. She's only polling like a point higher than Biden at this point, guys, as far as job approval. I think he's at 34% and she's at 35%. Just horrible numbers. And I still think they're propped up by people who have no clue what's actually going on in the country. These are the same people who, back when Trump was president, just the mere mention of his name sent them like screeching down the hallway. Asked later in the interview again what he thinks happens among Democrats if they ditch both Biden and Harris from the ticket and who replaces them, Trump again said he is unsure who might emerge, but he thinks it will be a free-for-all among Democrats to try to seize the top spot on the ballot. That I can tell you, Trump said. There will be a point at which it is a free-for-all. I don't think Biden will make it to the gate. I don't know if Biden's going to make it through the rest of his presidency at this point, guys. It's getting very, 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 very slim pickings for the old man as far as what's left for him to even work with. So, but speaking of that 2024 election, this breaking right out of SCNR News, formerly Timcast News. You still follow them at Timcast News if you're following them on X. Ex-CIA analyst warns intelligence agencies will interfere in the 2024 election. Dr. John Gentry claims interference attempts have resumed already a bit before expected. Dr. John Gentry, who worked for the CIA for 12 years, told Fox News Digital, "My guess is the proverbial deep state within the intelligence community will reemerge because presumably a Republican candidate will again be seen as a threat to the internal policies that many intelligence people like." Gentry referenced an effort by the U.S. Intelligence Committee to impact the outcome of the 2020 election. A month before the election, the New York Post published a story about salacious information contained on a laptop owned by Biden's son. We all know about the Hunter Biden laptop, the fact that the New York Post was literally almost taken down off of all social media just for running the story, which was true, and the scheme to discredit it with the 51 former intelligence officials. Gentry told Fox News that an unnamed source told him in no uncertain terms that the letter was put out explicitly with the intent to help the Biden campaign, adding that there are signs members of the IC will attempt to affect the 2024 election. The letter debunking the Hunter Biden laptop was itself the hoax. The laptop was real. The letter calling it a hoax was the hoax. Yet it was reported on that, hey, these 51 guys are just perfect people, so you have to believe what they say. I've long thought we are likely to again see former intelligence officers be politically active against Trump or whomever the Republican presidential candidate is next year, and I expect leaking to resume, Gentry said. The activities of formers have resumed already a bit before I expected, and we know that active intelligence agents are working against Trump with the 91 different federal charges brought against him in the indictments. Gentry added that many individuals have compromised their credibility by actions such as the Laptop 51 letter. Everyone who signed that laptop letter should be discredited thoroughly for any media outlet. I also told the outlet the introduction of diversity, equity, and inclusion policies at intelligence agencies have politicized them. As an effort half a century ago to get more women and minorities into the intelligence community, Gentry said this was done under the rubric of affirmative action and gradually became more of a policy through the Clinton administration, but it took a significant step forward, or not, depending on your perspective, when Obama signed an executive order designed to improve DEI in the federal workforce. And we know Obama did that. He also sowed division, and race relations went backwards like 20 years because of what Obama was spewing, and Biden carried it right on, guys. So hey, what do you guys think? Do you think that they're already out there interfering in the election, or do you think it's yet to come? Let me know down below. Leave a comment, like this video, If you like what you see, share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel so you get notified when the next videos go live. I'm Handy. That's it for my short videos today. We will see you later tonight at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time for the night shift with my co-hosts Cakes and Coops. I'm putting together a big show, still waiting on the Epstein stuff to drop. If it drops, that will be the show. If it doesn't drop, we will get as much as we can on other topics. There is still plenty to go around with the open borders, the election interference. There's probably going to be 20 more stories dropping today that I could do a whole 2-3 shows on, but we're really looking to get that Epstein list. And remember, guys, this is not the client list. It's not the client list. It's not even the flight logs. This is the list of people whose names came out in this defamation case, because that was the only way they could get to it. And so even Trump's name could be mentioned as in the list as somebody that was, I was watching Donald Trump on The Apprentice, can be mentioned in the list. And we know that as soon as anything drops that has Trump's name in it, the left is going to start screeching, reeing, trying to cover up the Clinton names and everyone else that are on this paperwork. Ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting. It is epic. We're supposed to be getting those 150 of those 170 names released at some point today. Everyone was saying that it was being held to the 22nd. That's wrong. Only 107 is being held, and apparently 110 has also gotten a stay to hold their name from being released. That's probably what delayed it yesterday, was this final push by 110 to keep their name from getting out. All right, guys, that's all we got for this one. See you tonight, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on the night shift right here on Rumble and YouTube. But remember, only the full show is on Rumble. So we'll see you guys tonight. Have a good day.